The American Revolution was one of the most exciting times in history. Imagine a time when people decided they wanted to make their own rules and run their own country. Well, this happened more than 200 years ago in the 13 colonies that were part of Great Britain. Once upon a time, back in the 1700s, the colonies were happy to be under British rule because Britain was a big, strong country. But then, the British government started telling the colonists that they had to pay taxes on many things, like tea and paper. The colonists didn't have any say in these decisions because they had no representatives in the British Parliament. They said it was unfair and began to sing, "No taxation without representation." The colonists felt more and more like grown-up kids ready to live on their own. Tensions grew between the colonies and Great Britain. It was like a pot of soup on a stove, with the heat beginning to rise, and soon it would start to boil. On April 19, 1775, the boiling began with the battles of Lexington and Concord. These were the first battles of the Revolution, and they were like the spark that lit the fireworks. Brave colonists, known as Minutemen, stood up to the powerful British Army. Imagine facing such a challenge with courage and hope in their hearts. Leaders like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin helped the colonists organize and fight for their freedom. George Washington, who would later become a very famous president, was chosen to lead the Continental Army. Like a captain of a ship steering through a storm, he was determined to guide the colonies to victory. In 1776, something magical happened. On July 4th, the colonies decided to declare their independence from Britain. They wrote a very important letter called the Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson was the main author, and with a quill in hand and a mind full of dreams, he wrote that all men are created equal and have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The American Revolution lasted until 1783, when the Treaty of Paris was signed. The United States of America became its own country, free to create its destiny. The people rejoiced, and their triumphant spirit was like a parade of new possibilities. The American Revolution teaches us about bravery, determination, and the belief in freedom, like a hero's journey filled with challenges and triumphs. It reminds us that sometimes, standing up for what we believe in is the spark that can change the world forever.